This is absolutely shocking. So apparently Jim Crow is back, but it's being supported. You're probably thinking, what? Uber Eats, the delivery service, they will now be putting like some asterisks or a thing next to all black-owned businesses, restaurants, and you're gonna get free delivery if you order from the black-owned businesses. But hold on, let's flip this, flip it and reverse it. Oh my gosh, just think about this. Think about this. There's a few points that I'm gonna make. Okay, supposedly the media says we have a huge white supremacist problem, systematic racism, which I'll get into that in a minute. So we have all these white supremacists running around, Nazi flags, all these things, right? I mean, I've lived in the South my entire life, and no, I've never met anybody in the KKK or anything, but that's besides the point. This is astonishing. It's astonishing. So, if we have all these white supremacists all around, then wouldn't it be dumb to put a big old, hey, this is a black-owned business on the restaurant? Because wouldn't that make all those white supremacists stop shopping at these restaurants and ordering food from these restaurants? Yeah, we can't be ordering from them. Them's the colored people. We can't order from them. We're gonna have to pick a different restaurant. What? No, really. See, so that shows you. Let's just think about this logically. They're comfortable enough to put on the Uber Eats app, this is a black-owned business, this is a black-owned business, this is a black-owned business, not a black-owned business. But, and they're comfortable enough to do that. They think that they're gonna get more income from this and all of these things. They're gonna help the black-owned businesses. Well, how's that possible if we have all these white supremacists running around? It's not possible. So what they're telling you is they're not concerned about any white supremacist, because doesn't everyone use Uber Eats? I mean, not everyone. Y'all know what I mean. All people. Let's stick to the facts here. There's only one race, the human race. But if we're talking about the media here, and these corporate owned businesses that have essentially put mom and pop shops out of business with their insanity. Coca-Cola is virtue signaling. Pretty much everybody's virtue signaling. They've turned all their stuff into black and white, which is very odd because it's very Freemasonic. But think about this. Isn't this exactly what occurred during Jim Crow? Where it's like you had to put no colors or black owned, or it's like white owned business. Like, what? And now they're doing this and acting like this is some type of amazing thing. But it doesn't fit your narrative. If there are so many white supremacists running around, then wouldn't this hurt the black owned businesses? I mean, that's just logic. I don't know. It's just logic. So let's see. So what they're going to be doing is Uber Eats food delivery app to enable U.S. and Canadian customers for the rest of the year to order from black-owned restaurants with free delivery. The feature responds to a nationwide protest about the death of an African-American man who not so long ago pulled a gun on a pregnant woman and and put it in her belly while they, you know, broke into her house. True American hero, 6-time felon. This is, yeah. Oh, sorry. That's not what the article says. But anyway, customers who support Uber Eats app in major U.S. and Canadian cities will see a banner reading "Support Black-owned restaurants." They're going to be provided with a list of nearby restaurants. Delivery fees for those orders are being waived until the end of the year, the company said. How awesome! Uber Eats has compiled the restaurant list based on publicly available sources with input from local organizations and business associations. The company said the new food delivery feature is in response to requests from customers. I wonder who these customers were. My guess would be far left white people. Just a guess. Just a guess. Because I highly doubt it is the business owners. I mean, I highly doubt it's black people. Like, okay, tell me which ones are owned by black people. That's the only place that you can order from. We can't be ordering from them colored people, or we've got to order from the colored people. Well, you know, whatever. What? There's no logic here. You can't have it both ways. You can't say that systemic racism is going on at the same time telling people these are black-owned businesses. Because that would... What? And besides that, it's horrific. This is crazy. There's no logic here. And let's talk about the systemic racism. Systemic means in the system, meaning that there are laws in place that hold down, that say that no, you can, because if you're this color, you cannot do this. You cannot do this. You can do that, whatever. So, do we have those laws? Nope. Quite the contrary, actually. But I'm not going to get into that because I just want to stick with the whole thing that there's one race and everybody needs to start using logic. But this is bizarro world. What? I mean, I honestly don't know if the restaurant owners would want this. Have they talked to the restaurant owners? This is crazy. Okay, the chief executive, somebody, said Thursday in an email, U.S. customers that Uber in the coming weeks would be offered discounted ride sharing to black-owned small businesses that have been affected by the corona pandemic. He's also committed to making the company more diverse internally. In 2019, some 45% of Uber's U.S. employees were white, 33% were Asian, 9% were black, and 8% were Hispanic. That's pretty dang diverse. Oh, like always, they're going to have to push down the Asians. That's what seems to continue happening here, if y'all haven't noticed. They score higher on SATs and all of these things, and so they actually get bumped down. It's a whole thing. I mean, what? You can't make any sense of these people. These people are racist. Plain and simple, these far left virtue signaling corporations and the far left crazy people, they're the ones telling you you're suppressed. No, I know you don't feel suppressed, but I'm telling you, you are suppressed. You don't have the same opportunities. You're gonna stay suppressed. That's what they're doing. Just like back during the election when they were trying to push the whole you need your ID, and they went and interviewed these far left people, and you know what their answers were? Well, yeah, it's racist because some of the black people don't know how to get to the DMV, or they can't get to it because they're poor, or they don't really understand how to use the online service. Who sounds racist? It's all a game. They're trying to mess with your mind. This is crazy land. Crazy land. Oh my goodness. Let's hear from this lady who was cleaning up her business. I think it was her mom's business, and another woman. These people that have common sense. Okay? You have a wonderful day. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's check these out. Alright, thanks guys for watching. As most of you know, my channel has been demonetized, so if you would like to help support my channel, the links will be in the pinned comment. I'm gonna start my Patreon back up, so I'll put that